So, as a target individual, they're gonna try to make you accept narratives in every fashion possible. It's tactics that are applied in different fashions. You know, in the last video you saw me. You see this the reason why this is like you can recognize me is because I don't want to show my face, and you see me blocking out my face. And I'll talk about how I'm looking at my toenail and I see some discoloration. I'm like, oh, is it maybe the beginning of what they've been talking about, which is the 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 reaction of what I'm gonna have because of what they're doing to my feet. I know they're doing things to my feet. I know they're gonna like they tell me I'm gonna be disabled, and they specifically talk about my feet. I believe that. Now I don't know when they're gonna start, but I know that what they tell me is true. And I know that these people are gonna do things, but when I don't know when. I don't know when things are gonna be showing up. So when I see things that do not look the norm, I'm gonna be like, okay, are they? Is it starting? So I was looking at it, and obviously I was start talking to this person, and she was telling me, and obviously I know it was orchestrated, right? I know everything I experienced at this point is orchestrated. They want me to look at people in a credible way, people who are perps. She's a perp. I made videos about her specifically. The storylines she's been creating are just nonsensical, beyond nth degree. You know, she's a person who try to make it seem like, oh, this is a different project. It's our money. It's our project. We've been matching around. We've been examining. Like she's definitely a obvious perp that been creating a facade of this like feminist of some kind. So I've seen her for what she was all along, and what I've realized is what they try to do is they want you to start looking at this purpose in a way that is credible to you. Because once you find somebody credible, you start accepting these false narratives. I understand the system. I'm not a genius. But you understand. That's what they do. They try to use people to make you accept this false reality they put together. They create false narratives and want you to accept these false narratives. As I'm speaking about it, I'm getting stimulations and things that are just crazy. And this perp, you've seen me make videos about it. You see me make video about her. You see me showing her for what she's involved in. This is a perp that is the type of perp that I detest the most, because not the most, but it's very much easy to detest that kind of perp, because she's trying to present herself as somebody who is this radical person, but she's in a program that tortures men, women, and children, and have been forcing people to feel disturbing ways and want you to accept this false reality. Now, you as a grown man and as a grown woman, you know who you are, and this person who is in a program that does these things to people wants you to accept this false reality and accept these false narratives. They want you to accept this false narrative that they've put together. And they're using the same script, the same tactics that are so fraudulent and manipulative. You know what she's involved in. You know this program is a program that's been ongoing for decades. Right now, as I'm speaking about it, to disorient me from the fact that I'm going to put things in perspective, they are making those campaigns and things that obviously this program is renowned to be doing, to disorient a target into accepting this false reality. Mind you, in some of this program, the same program, they try to make somebody subscribe to this, like, oh, this aliens, or this is like this and that, like a psyop. She is a proof of what psyops are. I know that. I made videos a lot about her. And what I've noticed is what they try to do is like, oh, look at what she is. Like, she's trying to, but you at this point I see her what she does. She's trying to get you to see her as somebody who's credible. I've made it clear. She is doing her best to make you accept a false reality. She's that. She is a perp, and her job is to see her as somebody who you respect in that sense. I don't respect her in that way. Matter of fact, I think she's very foul, extremely foul. She's a foul human being because she's trying to get you to accept a reality that is falsified, and what she's really a part of is disturbing. And they're trying to present themselves as these people who are this progressive group of women who in reality they're progressive. They're not progressive kind of. They are in a program that torture women and children, and even, well, obviously torture children and women and obviously men, and try to force people to accept a false reality. Now, what I'm trying to say is, I was looking at my toe, and she said something. Oh, it's not. It's probably nothing. Just. And I was like, because she randomly asked me about like something else, right? And I know, this is orchestrated because what they were trying to do. What they're trying to do is to try to picture her as somebody who tells the truth. And so what you call that, what you have on your toes, is not what you thought. It's just something you can, It's like, okay. So me, at this point, who expect the worst things to happen to my toes, to my knees, to everything, I will obviously be on high alert and see that as like, okay, this is the beginning of what's gonna happen to me. And this person who's a perp is like, oh no, it's not, it's nothing. It's like you spilled something on your toes, so that was that. Now I know she made it clear to me that her job is to break me down. She made it clear to me that she's a perp. She made it clear to me that she's gonna frame me, or she's gonna be involved in this, and she's gonna be watching this. She made it very clear to me she's a perp. And so, as my neighbors do this obvious, illogical, retardations ways of thinking, she tries to be the person to be like the sensible one. But I know they were involved together. This is part of the same she's not. She is part of that. You are involved in the same things. So my neighbors, you seen, and others have made me try to make me accept this false reality. And obviously, they wait for moments where I can look at somebody and think of them as credible. I don't see this person. I've made many videos about her. She's a fraud in the sense that she's trying to make me accept a falsified reality. She's a 1,000,000% fraud. Matter of fact, I think she's more fraudulent than the people next to me. Because she's trying to play herself as this person is like a radical group. No, you are foul for that. For trying to present yourself as that. And it's foul. It's very foul. And I'm not going to let them live this fantasy that they've created. Because she called out, she didn't even call out, she said, oh, maybe what you have on your toenail is just something you dropped. Of course she says that because she knows that's the truth. Not because it's true, because she knows that that I dropped something because she is involved in my targeting. And what she was trying to do is try to be like, no, listen to me. I'm telling you the truth because I'm telling you the truth about something that dropped on your toenail. Is not your toenail rotting. It's just you dropping something out on your toenail. And she's trying to present herself. And it's like, if I can tell you this truth, if I can tell you the truth about this, so when I tell you about who you are, you should be acceptive of it. Because you see, this moment I told you the truth. But this is all orchestrated for me to look at this person. Oh, she said this and this is true. So what she's saying about me is true. What they want me to accept about me should be true. So this false reality and narrative should be true. Do you understand these ways of manipulations? Of course, I understand this. Matter of fact, it makes me look at her even worse and worse and worse and worse. And I think she gets it. Like she understands, like, oh, they're using you. And matter of fact, every time I about to talk to her, it's like, oh, they try to get some credibility again. She's gonna tell me about things and try to make herself sound very sensible, rational, real, like not even real, but truthful, so I can accept this false reality. Now, listen, I'm not a genius. For me to understand that, it didn't take much. Because as you can see, her face was on the cover of the videos many times. So you understand that I do not trust her, believe her, or see her as somebody who's truthful, who is credible, or who is not a perp. Matter of fact, I see her as even worse than these obvious bullshitters that lives next to me. Because it's even more disturbing. I've seen her cry because she's not involved in my targeting, or because she potentially might not even be involved in my credit, in my targeting. I've seen her literally say, "Oh, I like you, I care about you." I was like, "I know you don't. You tell me I'm die, kill yourself." Try to, while they forced me to have these disturbing thoughts, I was like, "Oh, it's I busted to cut you." So of course I know what she is. And then what they try to do. Now I don't know if like then these people try to make me think of all the falsified reality they've put together. It's like, oh, remember that Canadian American? Yeah, you were with her. She's underage. It's like, no, you wish she was. No, but you see, she said something about this person was underage. You see, she was being truthful there too. Yeah, the same person who's telling you that, like, it's you, we caught you. Yeah, her when they do the perfect type of torture in front of her, she's trying to like box in the stall. Yeah, her. Yeah, she's get your trash ass, you fucking trash ass, fraudulent shit. I'm sorry for the language. I had to say that. No, she is gonna try to make me accept a reality that's falsified. She is involved in. She's telling me she's gonna be involved in my framing. She is gonna say whatever it is to cover up the reality, that she can falsify reality in every way. This Canadian Canadian Asian is an adult that you want me to imagine her as an underage, and you're not gonna try to find ways to make me accept this false reality. She's gonna be involved in some foul things. Matter of fact, I think that when I'm sleeping with her, she might be opening the door and let things happen to me. And I'm not sure if it's true, but I know that she's involved in some terrible things with me. I know she's involved with the people around me. And she's not there to tell the truth. She's there to make me accept this falsified reality. You guys are pedophiles. You want me to accept this pedophile type of torture? You have created false memories and false realities and narratives that falsify. This Canadian American, Canadian Asian, you want me to imagine her as an underage because you can create this story. I will never know because I don't know. Because I don't know her. But I know she's an adult. A very much adult. Not too much younger than me. Maybe 2 years younger than me. But because you can create the false reality, you can do that. Before that, this same person was talking about me with this person having sex with her. And she was like, "Oh, remember the moment she pushed you away?" Like, yes, that's the same person. To all my target individuals, these perps will try to get you to accept reality that's falsified. You heard the noise campaign. I don't know if you heard it. Maybe this thing captured that. There were sirens. There was all kind of things to try to get you to accept a false reality. As I'm saying that, guess what they're saying? You've guessed it. Terms, repetitive terms, which they call scripts. Repetitive terms, the scripts, to disorient you from what I just said. This perp that I'm talking about is a fraudulent BS that earlier I made a video about how They will try to make me accept this false reality based on her storyline. She is a fraud that is so. I will never subscribe to this. I understand the game she's trying to play. They are trying to make me look at her as somebody I respect. I find credible. She's not. She is somebody who's trying to get credibility. So when they create this falsified reality, I see her as somebody I respect. She's simply there to make me accept a false reality. She tells me about this, how these people are. This we're different. Like, no, you're not. Say Roy Moore, you can't. I know what you guys are. She was almost crying because I was listening to how these government entities have been manipulating people in these ways. Earlier this morning, I talked to her. Guess what she was trying to say? They're trying to make me think a different story about this person. This person, no matter how I see her, no matter what, I will never let her live that fantasy. It's the worst part. Like the next door neighbors, they're obviously fraudulent, but they're obvious about it. They don't even try to make themselves be credible to me. There's not even a doubt. But I respect that because don't even try. I see what you. I respect that. There's a little bit of respectability because you're not trying to play yourself as woke or progressive or sensible. No. These people are literally saying we do these things. I respect that. But to listen to this trash who try to be, you see, what told you what's happening to your toenail is not, no. You're trying to find ways to make me look at you in a credible way. She looked at me, like, we're going to beat you. We're going to win. Basically, we're going to force you to accept this false reality. It was like, no. My brain's going to be overridden by these things. I know what you guys do. You create falsified reality. She, in front of my face, was trying to tell me. She told me something that I can't even. When they were doing the racist stuff, this person is not a black person. She tried to make me subscribe to this racist stuff. This person is not even black. She did this. They do these things toward black people when I'm black. She tried to make me feel guilty. This person is not even a black person. I don't even want to say, like, it's just so bad to even try to use her at this point, as much as I see her for what she is. To all my target individuals, they will put people in your life, and what they're going to try to do is try to use these people to make you accept a false reality. These people are foul human beings. They're gonna try to get you to believe a false reality. They're gonna say, but you see, I told you, I care about you going to the doctor. I care about you. Look. I told you this thing on your toe that I didn't see was something you probably dropped on your feet. I didn't. How did you know that? I didn't even talk about it. Yeah. It's because they want this person to be seen by you as somebody who's credible. No! You are not credible. You want me to accept a false reality. To all my target individuals, see them for what they are. Trash. People, the governments have been contracting. I can read through her so easily. And it's so pathetic that at this point they still try to make me see. I was like, I know why she's crying. She's not crying because she cares about me. She's not sad. She's sad, yes, but she's not sad about me. She's sad because it's obvious that what they're part of is so falsified. I made a video about her a month ago. To all my target viewers, stay strong and know that justice will be done for the nasty things they do to people. They've been involved in torturing women and children. They are foul human beings, but the government have contracted them to force this, to manipulate people and to accept this falsified reality. As I'm saying that, there's noise campaign of all sorts. They're using the tonality and the scripts to get you to accept this. And somebody like me who is able to see things for what they are, to able to, regardless of what they can see ahead of me, it's frustrating. But I know what they do. Once again, I will talk to her soon, and she will say something, try to get credibility from me, and be like, "Oh, you see, she said that." So once she says that, but it's like, no, she's a perp. I understand she knows the name of the game. The more time I spend with her, the more she's going to try to make herself be credible. Oh, look at her! How she plans things. Oh, look at she. Oh, look at her. So the story that we want to bring up is true. Stay strong.